Okay, for Thursday, you're still working on step 4. So working on it today and outside of class after today if necessary. By the beginning of next class, you must have your Explain Everything completed, uploaded to YouTube, and a link must be sent to me. So I will quickly show you how you do this. If this were my Educreation page, or excuse me, my Explain Everything page, you see the arrow pointing right here to this little folder, and so make sure you save it, and when you save it, it should look like this. So the name of your group members dash first draft. And by the way, I know some of you might have the updated version of the Explain Everything, so some of the functions and buttons might be in different places. If that's the case, you're doing the exact same thing I'm doing, you just have to find out where those are, and I'm sure Mrs. Cohen or Ms. Rocca can help you, or Justin also should be pretty much an expert at this, so you can ask him. So then you'll go back to your main page, and you will click Export, and then once you've clicked Export, you'll click on the one that you want to upload. And in this particular case, this is the one I want to upload right here. So I click on that one. Then it will ask where I want to upload to. In this case, I want to upload to YouTube. And then fill out the description here. And with the movie name, should be the same thing I told you before. Your group members' names dash first draft. And make sure that it is public. So that then should bring you to YouTube, where you just copy the link and email me the link, and that will be the link to your first draft. And that first draft, that is what other groups are going to look at, comment on, tell you what you need to work on or what you're doing well. And it's those comments put under your movie on that YouTube page that you're going to later use to do the second draft of your presentation. But again, once you've uploaded it to YouTube and sent me the link, then you're officially done with this part of it, with step 4. And on Monday, you should be working on steps 5, 6, and 7. So here you're going to access the wiki, which all of you have been included on that. I've shared it with all of you. You should have access to it. And view the presentations of 2 other groups. And I'm going to email you that. It'll be in your email. It'll tell you exactly which groups you're looking at. You can do more, but you can't do less. And then you make comments. And I'm going to show you how to do this in a second. Then, as a group, you're going to read the comments others made about your video and then fix those mistakes. Then you're going to re-upload it to YouTube and send me the new link telling me that this is your final version. And then you'll make sure that your Works Consulted page is shared with me on Noodle Tools. So this is Monday, steps 5, 6, and 7. By the time you leave here today, all these things need to be done. So I'll quickly show you how this works. When you sent me the first link before Monday's class for your first draft, I put it on the wiki. So if you go to the wiki, which I shared with everyone, and I'm showing you how it's going to look on the iPad, if you go to the bottom part of the screen where it says Pages and Files, and click on that, and then click on World War I and the Russian Revolution. You'll get a screen that looks a lot like this, so there's space for each of the groups to include their information, which I will put it on the wiki once you send it to me, but it probably looks a little different than this so far because I've already included the vocabulary words that you told me that you're going to use. So remember, this is going to be a final review guide for all the sophomores before the final exam, so when I start listing those vocab words, it's so that when people are studying from their vocab list, they can watch the videos that include the vocab words that they might not be sure of or that they're having trouble with. So obviously there's nothing here yet, but when you send me the link to your first draft, if you find your group here, that's where I'm going to put the link, and that link is going to be to YouTube. So when I sent you in the email the groups whose presentations you have to look at, you have to find their presentations on here, you have to click on those links, and then comment on YouTube. And this is one that I did with another class. So you see that the movie was posted, and on the right-hand side there's comments about what was done well and what can be done better. So that's the kind of thing you're doing. So remember, you're helping the group get a good grade, but there's also the class grade aspect of this, where this whole thing has to be right, since it's going to be a final review guide for everyone. So you're responsible for making sure that anything that is unclear, anything that's incomplete, anything that's incorrect is fixed before our final product goes out. And here I'm just showing you, this is from another class too, but when you read the comments and then fix your explain everything and make your final version and send your final link to me via YouTube, then I'm actually going to put it on the wiki like this. So instead of just a link, it'll actually be a movie on the wiki. So all the movies will show up on that one wiki. But again, that's when you've updated it and given me your final copy. So again, just showing you, once again, the different steps for Monday, 5, 6, and 7. And I've just shown you how to do all of those things. The one I didn't show you actually was the works consulted, but you should know how to do that, and you should know how to share that with me. And I'm going to put that information on the wiki as well. And don't forget, they need to be annotated. So I'm going to send you, in the email I'm sending for Monday, a link to a page on my website that shows you how the annotations should be properly done. And this is in Dropbox, and we've gone over it already, but it's just kind of a checklist. So I'm telling you, for each thing, this is what I expect. All of these things on the on the left-hand side here, I expect to be in the presentation. Expect these to be done. So on the right-hand side here, I just want you going through each of these as a group and taking a look. Have we done this? How? Have we done this? How? So have this conversation as a group, because you should know if you've met these or not by the time this is all wrapping up. So before you send along your finished product, make sure you've done this as a group. And also just showing you that, remember, this is the class grade. So the group grade is out of 100, the class grade is out of 40. And remember, anything in blue is subject to change. So even when all this is put together, if the class grade is lower than all of us would like, anyone can go back and comment or work with another group to change something just to make sure the whole thing is accurate. So you should look this over as well, because the whole class is responsible for this. And that should be the rundown on everything you're doing through Monday afternoon. And if you have any questions, please come see me. Please email me. I'm hoping I'll make it for at least the end of class on Monday afternoon, but I can't guarantee it. So please be in touch if there's any issues.